Okay, welcome to week 4. This week I have a couple things I need to explain that will be useful for you. Hopefully it won't be too confusing. As we work to get all students placed where they need to be, we have created 2 separate groups in English 12. They're somewhat separate, they're somewhat together. There's just a couple different assignments. There are 2 different groups, and they're called the general group and the fundamental group. And as you look at your assignments each week, you will see the assignments that you need to do based on the group that you're put in. However, in your gradebook, if you go checking around in there, you may see extra assignments and worry that you have extra assignments that you have missed. Basically, don't worry about that. Make sure you are doing every assignment that you see in your week, and then if there are extra assignments in the gradebook, you don't need to worry about that. So for the general group, your assignments will say general assignments. You will always complete assignments that say general assignment. You will not complete assignments that say fundamental assignment. And the same goes the other way. If you see assignments in your week that say fundamental assignment, then if you go in your grade book and you see general assignments, you don't need to do those. This is kind of confusing, but basically do what it says in the week, and if you have any questions about extra assignments, let me know, but it shouldn't be, hopefully it won't be too confusing. So this week I have created a weekly schedule to kind of plan out your week, and the way I've done it is that if you follow the schedule, you'll be done by Thursday and have Friday to do your extra credit tweet and catch up in other classes. Or if you haven't finished it within 4 days, you can spend Friday catching up in English. So this week we are going to continue reading The Merchant of Venice by reading Act 3 and also listening along in the audio files at the top of the course. You're going to read and look at these 3 resources and then complete a graphic organizer for a pro-con debate. Do you believe Shylock is a villain who's mostly evil, or is there evidence that Shylock is a sympathetic character that we can relate to? So that will be that assignment. Then the general class has an oral quiz that will be in VoiceThread where you will orally answer a few questions about Shylock and anti-Semitism, which is the hatred of Jews that you'll see in the book. And then you'll watch this resource on how to write effective essay responses, answer this presentation questionnaire, and then there's a quiz at the end of the week that will cover Merchant of Venice Acts 2 and 3. Remember, we didn't take a quiz last week, so this will cover 2 acts and also the other information and readings that you have done this week. So that's week 4. If that didn't make sense about the fundamental and general groups, let me know. And otherwise, look forward to a great week.